Hello. Uh, hmm. You sold your firstborn child to a witch years ago to save your mother from a deadly disease. Since then, you've been less than successful in the dating world. If you don't find a mate soon, the witch will never get her part of the bargain. It shouldn't surprise you when she shows up at your door one day with a stern expression. My dear, we must talk about your deal. Though she looks no older than you, the very air around her tingles with power. You can't argue. You get her situated at your kitchen table with a cup of tea before you try to explain. I've tried. I really have. I'm just bad at this. I'm not cruel, she cuts in with a bemused little laugh. I won't force you to procreate with someone you don't want to be with. I'm merely here to, help you toward happiness. And it seems you could use the help. Blind dates arranged by a witch. How did your life come to this? Well, you say hesitantly, I guess it couldn't hurt. The witch's pleased smile reminds you of the curl of a cat's tail before it pounces. So, she starts with a clasp of her hands. Let's find you a man. Welcome to a witch's word. Oh, I think this. Hold on. Wait. Pause. Here we go. We have three choices: Elise, the bookbinder; Trevor, the writer; and Arthur, the bladesmith. Oh, okay. You round the corner to find the town square packed full of people and wares. Market days are always a fun time to visit. You find the fountain where you have agreed to meet easily. But it is a long stretch of sun-baked cacophony before you. But it is a long stretch of sun-baked cacophony before a man approaches you. I thought you had changed your mind, you quip gently. He is a willowy man with hair like a daisy. Why can I click on these? Huh. And a shy face. He speaks softly. Oh, no way. It's just been a while since I did this. You haven't been going out? Not since my wife died. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's alright. It's been a few years, and the hurt heals a little every day. He offers you his arm, and you walk together around the market stalls, exchanging introductions. After a while, you say, So, what do you think so far of the whole getting out thing? So far, it's alright. I like it. I'm just a little surprised. Why? What did you expect? Oh, no, it's not you. I'm just surprised at how nervous I am. Uh, uh, what be good? What's an appropriate response? Because if it were somebody else and me in this position, I'd be like, oh, okay. I know that's not appropriate. I guess we'll laugh and say, me too. Really? At least now we know that much about each other. The witch must have had some reason to think this would work. That piques your interest. I guess you've known her a while, huh? He shakes his head. I don't know her at all. She helped my village with a pixie problem we had when I was a kid. How do you know her? How to answer that? Your silence makes him stop walking, and he turns to you with an embarrassed gesture. Oh, God, that's a pretty personal question, isn't it? I'm sorry. So either it's okay, but maybe we can talk about it the other time. I made a deal with her. I'm still paying off the debt. I think being honest is a good thing. The silence is awkward. But he just smiles and nods down the street. Could I interest you in some lunch at my favorite cafe? You smile back. Yes, it's a great day for a little walk and some lunch. The meal has been served among comfortable small talk when he leans forward, suddenly intent. I know I'm not the most interesting person, he admits, with an endearing blush, but I try to be a good one. There are worse ways of living. You smile. So tell me about yourself. The conversation flows for hours, sharing details of their lives and interests. If it is not earth-shattering, it is easy and comfortable, and you both leave with smiles. The date is followed by another. Oh, and another. And another. Each as sweet and simple as the last. Hours spent in warm company. Eventually, he asks you to marry him. Oh, God! Wait. Oh, no. Accept or reject. Can I? It's. Oh, no. The witch gives you a week before she shows up and gently suggests you try again. Oof. Wait, that was the bookbinder? Was that the bookbinder? I think it was. Yeah, no. Let's go for Trevor. A pale man with dark hair and a soft smile waits for you at the table in the corner. After brief introductions, he wastes no time jumping in, leaning back in his chair with a smirk. Just to warn you, I don't read menus, and I've taken the liberty of ordering for us both already. Okay. They didn't have my preferred cut of boar, which I honestly can't believe, but I think I came up with something that should be decent. I spent a little time traveling, so I guess you could say I'm a bit of a food snob. Oh, do you cook? I really like cooking. He jumps in immediately. You should really try my rabbit stew. My chef friend says it's even better than his. The trick is... A waitress approaching the table interrupts his rapid-fire story. She sets 2 plates of colorful seafood down and asks if you've decided on a wine preference. Well, he prompts you. Come on, sweetie. I can't make all the decisions for us. I don't like him. You tell the waitress your wine preference, then turn to your food. It's a colorful assortment of seafood that looks appetizing but unidentifiable. Can I at least know what's in this? He laughs. Just try it. I guarantee you'll like it. I spent some time on the western coast and got a taste for real seafood. Oh, no. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's like, this dude's kind of a dick. You nod along, glancing away. Look at me, he insists with a laugh. Don't look there, look at me. Okay. You look back towards him with an unimpressed smile, shoveling out. Don't even fucking smile. Give him the one over and just kind of go, That'll put him in his place. Shoveling a bite of food in your mouth. The faster you eat, the faster you can leave. So, you ask, what do you do? Oh, I'm a writer. He leans back, satisfied to have your attention. It's a difficult job, involves a lot of introspection and inner work, and, you know, really getting to the truth of things. Oh, boy. Ooh, we got 3 options. Let's just... Well, that's interesting. What kind of things do you write about? Yeah, just try. I know this is gonna be a hoot. Well, I doubt my work is like anything you're likely to read. I'm into deep, universal stories about identity and feelings of alienation. Right. Like what? Well, right now I'm working on a story about a scholar who is hitting middle age and feeling unsure about his direction in life. He always feels a little different. Like he just doesn't quite fit in with ordinary people, you know? Until he meets a vibrant, beautiful female apprentice. Wrong answer! Who really helps him understand himself. You're drinking. Heavily. He continues without waiting for a response. Have you ever dated a writer? It's a unique experience. No. I can't say that I have, you respond. He's barely listening, though, as he leans over and snaps his finger in the direction of a passing waitress. When she stops by the table, he gestures between you. Do you think we make an attractive couple? You choke on a sip of wine. Let's share a glance with the waitress. I just barely read the first few words and this is God's awful. I'm so glad you're a higher quality date than my last few. No offense, but I just don't understand what's up with women nowadays. Like my last date. God, she ate an entire tart and then asked for a bite of mine. Just, ew. Well, this was going nowhere good. You know you're frowning, but you can't imagine what you're supposed to say in response to that. You just want to get through this date to show the witch you tried. Like, sis, I am trying here. I really am. Do you see the material they put before me? But I mean, seriously, he continues blithely. You don't know how hard it is out here for us guys. Women are so crazy nowadays. Maybe it's because so many guys are such jerks, but it seems like assholes get all the dates. Oh my god. And then nice guys like me get stuck with the crazies. This dude is a fucking bitch. I know, bitches are so crazy, right? Like, how crazy would it be if I just stood up right now and left you sitting here? Haha, I guess I'm a crazy bitch. That's impulsive. Wow, you can't seem to say anything else. Wow. You put your wine glass. You put down your wine glass, put your napkin on a table, and walk out without another word. The second you made it out of the restaurant, the witch appears at your side. Nicely done, my dear. That's the last time I take suggestions from Glinda. With a gentle hand on your shoulder, she assures you, at least there are other options. We'll find you someone better. A witch's word is good. That definitely could have gone differently. Maybe better. Huh. Alright. Oh, and that leaves us with Arthur, the bladesmith. Please don't be... like, at least it wasn't bad, but not really hitting the mark on things. Fuck no to this guy. Let's see about Arthur. You meet him at his workshop. He's a broad-shouldered and dark-skinned man with an intense gaze that meets yours directly, but his smile is warm and his hand is gentle when he takes yours. You look exactly like she described you, he says with a laugh. Let's see. She didn't tell me much about you, but it's a pleasure to meet you. I can't tell if that's a bad thing or a good thing. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm sorry we had to meet at the workshop. I don't get much of a chance to step away these days with business what it is. Not that I was much of a socializer before, he adds with a slightly embarrassed expression. I'm not much of a people person myself. I mean, I have a witch setting me up on dates here. You get a laugh out of him at that. True enough. Maybe we're a match set. Would you like to sit outside and have a bite to eat? I brought a little something. Picnic sounds great. You talk. He is serious about his work. Serious about life, serious about starting a family, but he smiles easily when you tell tales about your mother, and laughs freely when you make a particularly good joke about old mages and pantaloons. Pantaloons! When it is time to leave, he gives you a hand with a fairly embarrassed expression. You think vaguely about kissing him. You visit the workshop often. You spend hours watching him work, trading stories from the past, and idly discussing the future. You manage to coax him out of his workshop and over to your house. Your mother is helplessly charmed. Then comes the conversation you've been dreading. These are basically the same genre of... I have something I need to tell you. He puts down his tools carefully, giving you his full attention. Yes? You tell him of the witch, of your bargain, of its price, of your debt. His face is stormy. Children are not currency. I had little choice. A life for a life. If it could have been mine, I would have paid that price. He's frowning. He is still frowning. I want to have children, a family, with you. I just want to pay my debt. He is disgusted but accepting when he asks you to leave. The witch comes to you, face inscrutable, and asks you to try again. You can't shake the feeling that this could have gone differently. Maybe better. So, we got Elise, Trevor, Arthur. Wait, this all seems familiar. You look up at the witch. Have we done this before? She smiles slowly. Oh, so you're starting to remember. You huff in frustration but find yourself returning her smile. Are these my only options? Is this the way it has to be? Her eyes spark and she leans forward keenly. Perhaps there are other options. Perhaps there are things you're only now beginning to see. Oh. You feel a shift. Unconsidered possibilities forming at the edges of your mind. What do you want? You think you know, but you are unsure if it's possible. With a deep breath, you look the witch in the eyes and offer her your hand. She looks startled, for the first time you can remember, but her smile says she's been hoping for this. She takes your hand. You have to ask, what about our deal? She smiles and uses your clasped hands to pull you gently closer. I wanted a student who would eventually become a partner, an equal, someone to show all the hidden secrets of this world, someone to set free. In her eyes you see fires and forests. You cannot look away. Now I can have that, she continues, if you want it. You feel yourself shiver. I want it. Oh! Oh! She leans in further to murmur the promise against your skin. You will be more alive than you will be powerful. The promise is thrilling, but one thing matters more. And we'll do it together? She looks at you like you're a revelation, leans in to brush her lips to yours. Together. A witch's word is good. And oh. Well, that was interesting. That was that was fun. I enjoyed that a great deal. I was struggling to find where the game was in the file. I was like, where's the game? What? And then it's like, oh, it's just a typed out format with some audio that you can play in the background. Okay, gotcha. God, well that was fun. If you guys want to try this game out, like usual, I will post the game in the description so you can go and play it for yourself and show the creator some love. And if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.